Well, I think this first game is always a high-intensity game. You know, two proud programs that traditionally are going to be competing for their conference championship. You know, they've obviously been to back-to-back semi-state appearances, so they have the talent to compete in the statewide level, and that was in 6A. So, you know, just from the pure standpoint of being in a monumental game week one is something that we always look forward to. I think there's a healthy respect between the two programs as well. Obviously last year they had a great season. I think, could be wrong, but I think we were the only team that was actually beating them at halftime last season prior to their semi-state game. So we were right there. You know, they outplayed us in the second half. You know, they made some plays, we made some mistakes, and those were ones that we couldn't recover from. So, you know, we've learned from that. We're a little more disciplined, you know, but hopefully we have a good game plan. We execute that game plan. We're expecting nothing but the best out of them, and so we'll see. We got to bring the intensity, that's for sure. They're probably going to do the same thing, right? Put together a good game plan, and they'll be ready to go as well. So it's going to come down to execution and adjustments and a little bit of the chess match that comes into a Friday night. So, you know, hopefully we make some good decisions and we're able to execute the game plan. It's been a pretty productive summer in terms of the progress, the development, but you know, this is kind of the story with us every year. We're not a big school. You know, we're always going to have graduation losses or, you know, have to replace guys, and it's next man up. And so we've always been that way, whether it's in season or the next season. So we'll see. This is going to obviously be, for some guys, the first action in a really big game, on a Friday night. You know, probably one of the marquee matchups in the entire state. And hopefully their level of preparation and confidence, you know, allows them to play free and into their ability. But and we'll find out. Sometimes those lights are a little bright.
Our kids and our coaching staff and our school are really excited to be able to play Andrean. Battle of Broadway is a fun game. You know, it's physical. Both teams play really hard. Both teams well coached. A lot of respect for one another. Just it's a great way to kick off the 2022 year, getting ready to, you know, being able to play the guys down the road. They've got a bunch of really good players, and you know, we feel the same. You look at week one, there's a lot of unknowns. It's the first time that you actually play the whole game out. If you get a stop on defense, then your special team has to come out, and then the offense goes in, the special team comes out. So just the overall flow of the game, making sure that you know, the kids are into the game and we don't have any substitution errors, danger penalties, things like that. Typically early in the year, you see a lot of games plagued by mistakes, you know, whether that's turnovers, penalties, bad snaps, things of that nature. So to be honest, you know, the team that probably limits those puts themselves in the best chance to win. You know, maybe not because of how good they are, but because they just don't make mistakes. We feel that we're playing as good of a team as we can play outside of our conference, you know, that's local. I mean, the atmosphere at our place when we play Andrean is great. There's always a good crowd on both sides. You know, last year, you know, they were up at halftime and we kind of woke up in the second half. Kind of springboarded us to having a really good 2021 season. Kind of the same for us this year. I mean, we looked at Andrean and playing Hobart week 2 as an opportunity to prepare us. So we just look at it as an opportunity to get better and an opportunity to play somebody that's a really good program, has really good players, and you know, a chance to get going.